Yeah, good evening and welcome to the Maniram John Stadium as we get ready for the Taikatang Secondary Schools Football League Big Five in the Championship Division. We've got Siparia West up against Arima North, a clash here that could well decide the fate of these two teams as they meet. I'm Gordon Pierre, together with me is Kadir Mohammed. Good evening, Kadir.
Yeah, good evening, viewers, and good evening, Gordon Pierre. What a good game of football we are anticipating here between these two teams, Arima North and Siparia West. As we know, Siparia West, a lot to play for, as well as Arima North. So these two teams could really book their spots in the next Premiership Division.
Yeah, it's going to be a very interesting clash here as we see the two teams on the pitch as they're just doing their last-minute preparations, probably saying a prayer, last-minute instructions among each other. So we've got the starting lineups for Arima North. We've got in goal Isaiah Diaz. He's sporting number 1 jersey. He's going to be very important this evening. Number 3, Christian Gomez. Number 6, Jeremy Joseph. Number 7, Tyler Ayers. Number 8, the captain, Jaden Duty. Number 10, Dyron Mafan. Number 11, Devon Seals. Number 12, Ricardo Jones. Number 14, Akwi Divins. Number 25, Mark Thomas. And rounding off the starting lineups, we've got Jomal Assing, sporting number 26 jersey.
So for Siparia West, number 4, Sylvan Barrow. Number 17, Ian Charles. Number 1 in goal, Tishon Digans. Number 9, Donovan Drayton. Number 3, Rashawn Ford. Number 2, the captain, Isaiah Gittins. Number 11, Jason Lawrence. Number 13, Jamari Mitchell. Number 16, Emmanuel Pando Singh. Number 8, Kemali Peters. And number 10, Akil Vespri.
Well, it's going to be a very interesting clash here. Of course, we're going to look at the front for Siparia West, Akil Vespri. He's the man who's going to provide that spark going forward, but don't count out the number 8, Kamali Peters, who's going to be very influential in the game. And of course, young Donovan Drayton. Yeah, he's going to be a spark as he stands over the ball on the touch-off, just about 15 years of age. But he's going to be showing that he's small in size, but can pack a punch. For Arima North, the captain, Jalen Duty, the number 8, he's going to be the man to pull all the strings. They're hoping that Mafan can get the ball in the back of the net as we get the kickoff. So it's Siparia in the orange top, Vespri with the touch aimed at Devon Drayton, but it's one out at the back by Arima North, and they try to come forward through Seals as they play the ball all the way across. It's a bit of a short pass, Vespri, but Isaiah Diaz able to get to the ball first. The referees for this one, the third team on the pitch, Cohen Colley, that's the referee number in the center. The AR number 1, Devon London, and AR number 2, Gerald Davis.
So Arima North is trying to build it up. Early goings in this one here, Gordon, but tension certainly between these two teams.
Well, it's very important for both teams here. Arima North, with any positive result, meaning win or a draw, they'll book their place into next year's Premiership Division, getting to the Premiership Division. For Siparia West, though, they'll have to win, keep it alive, and hope that they get the necessary goal difference to leapfrog Bishops into the second place and thereby qualifying for the Premiership. So it's a do or die here for the Siparia West team. Arima North will want to seal their promotion and then look towards winning this Big Five championship.
Well, Vespri is into the area. He just picked the pocket of Gomez, and Captain Durity able to deal with that danger. So the first real attack on goal from the Siparia West team.
Yeah, so
through that man again, Akil Vespri. A lot is going to depend on him and how much of a good game that he has.
Yeah, he normally carries this team on his shoulders. He'll definitely be wanting to do well here.
Ashing. He loses out.
That's Maskell there. The defensive header by Barrow. Sylvan Barrow. He's gone into a midfield position, from his stopper position. He formed a very formidable duel at the back with his skipper Isaiah Gittins. But they've put Pando Singh at the back now. As you see him just clearing out, Emmanuel Pandersing, he has formed a partnership with Gittings. So both teams yet to really settle in this one. A lot of riding on it, and you will expect that from these young players. There'll be a bit of tension, a bit of nerves. They've come here. A bit of a neutral grounds. You know, grounds has been an issue for this particular clash. The first one being put off because of a field at the Siparia West School that was deemed unplayable by the veteran, the experience, should I say, referee Cecil Hines. But here comes Arima North, a ball played through.
Ashing, but too much on it. And it's going to just allow.
And Gittings just playing with that ball there, just showing a bit too much confidence there. The skipper is here, Gittings. But he's all's well that is well, as we've got Tishon the Gans in goal. And looking to clear this one upfield.
Well, as you know, the Siparia West team coached by a very experienced Dexter Francis. And with the experience that he has, Gordon, you would think that he has really G'd up this team. A lot riding on this one. Yeah,
it's going to be, they started very well the last time they played against St. Mary's. You know, that one they started well and then they just went to pieces there at the Siparia Recreational Ground. They'll hope that that's not the repeat here this afternoon. So they'll be hoping that they get it right. So it's going to be a throw-in, though, for the Arima North team in a very advanced position. The ball thrown to Seals. And skipping past one challenge, the ball played into the area. Coming at the fast post.
Mark Thomas. Too much on it for him, and the referee. We're just spotting our offside there, referee Colley.
Yeah, it would have been called by the referee assistant. On this side, Davis. And it's going to be a free kick. It's going to be taken by the skipper. Yeah, the skipper. Gittings is here. Gittings. A lot will be depending on him. He bangs it upfield. Coming across and just clearing things out as Thomas interchanges passes. But it's going to go out of play, and it's going to be a throwing here for the Arima North team. Jones to take this one. Jurity, he's playing at the back. Strange to see him there.
Yeah, Jurity taking up a bit more defensive role. We've seen him a lot in the middle of the park, really controlling things. But it's a nice ball played here to Thomas. And Thomas, his head is up and just flashes wide. So the first chance for Arima North, Mark Thomas. Just a bit of a scuff shot there. I think he had a bit more time that he thought there. He had the beating of Ford. And then he got into a good area and really should have hit the target from there.
Yeah, from that area, you'll expect them to at least force a save from the keeper. He'll be hoping that he gets another opportunity such as that. But in the meantime, Maskell. And just getting in the way of the other player there was Maskell. Maskell, the number 6 player. As he's tracking here, looking to get a squeeze on. He does so and wins the ball out to Peters. But it's finally cleared.
Marfan. He loses out. Gittins winning out there.
Fast break. Trying to get Thomas going again. Putting on the afterburners. Thomas. And again, Gittins. Alert to the danger at the back. Yeah, getting.
So seeing that outlet ball from Arima North, the will and run so far of Mark Thomas.
Yeah, it's going to be a battle within a battle there. You see, up against Ford. Ford seems to just be getting beaten behind him for pace. That's Rashawn Ford, the number 3 for Siparia West. He's been beaten for pace by Thomas, who seems to be a willing runner. And Arima North seems to be looking to give him the ball early and often.
Yeah, so this time a long throw from Ford.
Aimed at Maskell. Maskell there able to turn. He tries to thread the needle to Drayton. Doesn't find him. Ball cleared upfield. Ford getting the better of Thomas, but Thomas wins out. Here's Thomas looking to go for a run. Mark Thomas into the area. Mark Thomas shot. Oh! Brilliant save by the goalkeeper. And it's just pushed clear. So what a shot there. Good opportunity for Arima North. It was Ford losing out in possession to Thomas. Thomas on the attack. He got the opportunity to get the shot off, but the Gans was able to make the save.
And Vespri trying to get him going here. Vespri, he has a lot of pace. Can he keep it in? No, I don't think he would keep it in. Just going back to this one, Thomas, and a good save, the Gans. Tishon the Gans just pushing that one onto the bar. A little the danger. Tishon the Gans, a bit of a different starter in goal for the Siparia West team.
Yeah, they made the change. In fact, the last time when they played St. Mary's, they made that change, bringing on the Gans. As he came on, he's one of the outfield players who has been substituted in as the goalkeeper. He did a very excellent job. In fact, he was only beaten once in that 5-1 defeat to St. Mary's.
And this time Charles winning a free kick. But so he's a bit of a
what do you call
he can't save. He's a utility sort of player.
A genuine utility player.
The Gans, Tishon the Gans.
Yeah. Can't remember the name of the keeper who did the job before, but there we have Peters. Vespri trying to be cheeky. Thomas wins out, but then the workhorse in the center of the field, Barrow.
It's a nice ball here. Picking it up now.
Peters with a shot, but it's easily handled there by Diaz. Diaz just claims easily, and then he just rolls it short and begins the play from the back.
Yeah, so the goalkeeper, in fact, Gordon, was Mark Anthony Wellington.
Right, yes. That was the name of the youngster.
Mark Anthony Wellington. So he swapped positions with the Gans. And the Gans already making his presence felt in this game. The 9 Mark Thomas. So 9 minutes go on here, Gordon. No goals to report. These two teams yet to really... well, Arima North, they've had some opportunities, but Siparia West just... in the early goings, just trying to find their way. Yeah,
the Arima North team through the attack on this right-hand side to Mark Thomas. He's been getting the better over Roshan Ford, and he has had 2 opportunities, 2 sighting at goals. Nothing to come out to report from it thus far, but it's definitely a battle you'll want to watch going forward. And the ball just going out of play. It's a throw.
Thomas hustling and harrying the Siparia West defense. There we see young Drayton, Donovan Drayton, as
Maskell
looking to barge his way in there. Maskell,
you almost got in behind the defense. Ball cleared up field.
Marfan Gittins again able to read the play and read the game so well. The captain Isaiah Gittins.
In fact, that was Ayers. Marfan and Ayers, similar in structure.
Similar sort of hairstyle as well.
Yeah. So it's going to be a throwing here to the Arima North team, as we've got a throwing here from Gomez.
So Gomez has to go retrieve the ball for himself. No ball boys here this afternoon for this.
Yeah, important clash. You know, it's a big 5 game, but it's coming to the end of the school term as well. You know, it's the second to last day of school. The children will be having their class parties, etc., etc. Getting their report cards. So they'll not be as enthusiastic as they were a couple of weeks ago to come out and do the ball boying duties here. But a lot of parents who they have come.
Dirty. Long ball into the area, just too much on it.
Yeah,
but it's not just for the players, Gordon, it's for the school. The school is going to be represented well if they end up if they do in fact make it to the Premiership Division, which is quite a elite league in the football in SSFL.
Yeah, most definitely, you know, the Premiership League, the desire of all school teams, but you got a spare thought for the students just coming to the end of a term. You know, what would be one of the longest terms of the academic year.
Maskell. Nice touch from Drayton.
Yeah, good interpassing there. You're seeing just fitted into the midfield there is the defensive to do defensive duties, Sylvan Barrow. He's been awesome for his team at the back.
Yeah, Sylvan Barrow just floating in front of the back four, but here's Siparia West coming
Peters.
now. Peters. Kamali Peters. He has two in the area to aim for.
Maskell, Israel Maskell. And they win a corner here, the first corner for them in this game. Running to retrieve is the number 8, Kamali Peters. Chugging across, it seems to be the point size Drayton. Donovan Drayton.
Yeah, but it makes sense because he's not going to be much of a
aerial
threat from the corners. So it's a good ploy from the Siparia West team, allowing them the opportunities. There are some big guys.
For the Arima boys, as you see, they set up in a zone mark. The ball is floated in.
Aimed at Pando Singh. It's coming to Vespri. And a bit of a snapshot, but not executing Akil Vespri.
Two players getting there in the way of each other. That was Barrow, but he's able to win out and finds Maskell. Bit of a heavy touch.
Looking to get Thomas going again. It's a nice crossfield ball. The keeper is coming.
But able to get back there. The composed Gittings. Isaiah Gittings. What a stopper. What a talent. And then he finds Barrow. Barrow with a raking pass that finds Donovan.
Drayton. Siparia West no settling down and really stringing the passes together. Mafan. Ayers. Sight at goal.
Just flashing over the top of the crossbar. So yeah, showing that he has some attacking intent. So both teams giving as good as they're getting here in this at this stages. Just when you thought that Siparia West in the orange jerseys were just getting their foot on the pedal and beginning to express themselves, you're seeing that they cannot forget their work at the back, because Arima, they are coming forward and they are willing shooters here.
Yeah, but that man at the back, Gittins, has been so good for his team, able to read the game, and rightfully the leader of this team, the Siparia West team. And I think his job in defense has really taken them into a position where, like now, into this big five, as we know, defense is the best form of attack, really. But he's done well. Yeah.
Well, they need to get a positive result here, as we see him there again, just winning out. And he just puts it down and, knocks the wrong. The ball was aimed at Barrow, but it's cut out. Arima not.
Ashing. He's been quite quiet. He's been quiet, but so far, Jamal Ashing.
Thomas trying to go past Ford doing just enough. Gomes, Thomas, and Ford just banging that ball out. You're sensing a bit of frustration with Ford up against Thomas there. Rashawn Thomas, that last tackle just showed that he's probably getting annoyed at that continued battle there. That's going to be a battle within a battle, and it could very well be a deciding one in this contest.
I think Vespri will have some defending to do, dropping back and helping out Ford the pace of Thomas.
Cleared up field by Peters, only as far as the skipper Jyoti driving a shot in, but Barrow able to charge it down. And Ford just giving that ball away cheaply.
Gomez.
So Arima looking to attack down this right-hand side. It's into
Quick
the area.
one. Ayers. No, this time it's Mafan. Keep getting mixed up with the... This time it's Mafan.
So it's a header in, and the keeper tried to throw it long. In fact, it slipped out of his hands there. He was aiming to get it to Ian Charles. In the end, it just had to be played out for a throw-in. So Arima North, they're coming now, and they're coming in waves, applying some pressure here to the Siparia West team. Remember, for Siparia, they need to get not only a positive result, they need to get a win. And after they get the win, then they can look at the goal difference. Ball into the area.
Mafan! Came down And he had a hit at it. Darian Marfan just not able to get it on target.
From that distance, power was not needed. All it needed was a good connection. He went for power and flashed over.
Snatched at it. Just a bit of a little finesse there just to placement really in that far corner.
Any side of the goalkeeper, and he would be counting his team on top. So Arima North, they definitely are on the attack. They seem to be getting the better of not only the exchanges but the goal scoring opportunities. They'll already think that they should have had their names on the scorecard. Siparia West playing good but only in flashes. They'll want to finally be able to settle and string some passes together. If anybody's going to start that, it would have been that man, Vespri, but he loses out.
Barrow. Hustled by Thomas.
In fact, that's Thomas here now. Strong tackle. There. No call by the referee.
Nice turn from Drayton. Donovan Drayton. Here is Vespri now.
And Durity just put it into touch.
Ayers.
Donovan Drayton there coming and showing that he's not afraid. He's pint size, but he packs a punch.
But I think you have to be wary of the Siparia West team. Right now they're a bit on the back foot, but you feel with the attacking prowess of Vespri, Drayton, and certainly
Maskell and Peters.
You feel like any opportunity they could really give their team a lift.
Yeah, Arima North will have to stay focused, stay logged on as this ball goes all the way through. Keeper the guns, choosing to kick it instead of hold it when he had the opportunity. And they're winning out is Thomas. The referee calling for the foul. There's the stamp.
Ford
going down. Referee Cohen Colley just running across to ensure that all is well there with Ford. Roshan Ford. But he's seems to be getting up.
But Gordon, you feel a lot would ride on who gets that opening goal, that all-important opening goal.
Yeah, I think that's going to definitely set the tone for what is to follow. As we see here, just about get on the ball, Pandusa.
Headed up by Durity.
Ball just clear. So just about 20 minutes gone.
So again, a player has to go and retrieve the ball, just taking away some valuable seconds on the clock.
Well, you know, we're getting ready for this World Cup. It's coming on to the business end, but the next World Cup is going to be held in CONCACAF, and America is one of the co-hosts. And you know they love to have the clock only playing when the ball is in play. So get ready for some innovation to come. I'm almost certain that we're going to see some innovation as they try to make the sport more appealing to their population.
Nice
in the meantime,
nice build-up play from Arima out the back, and as I say that, a bit of a giveaway there. Mitchell able to just usher it out of play. Aimed at Peters, barged out of the way. Ayers.
he tried to slip it through there to Marfan, but it was a bit too far forward. So Digans using his area. He's not gotten his clearances good at all this evening.
Heavy touch by Marfan. Well done by Pando Singh.
And then just pointing the upfield there was the defensive duty man. That's Barrow. Getting as though he comes across here now. Skillful, calm, cool, collected. What a defender. He finds Barrow. Barrow again on the ball, but this time he's just barged off the ball. The referee says illegally so. So it's going to be a free kick here for Siparia West.
Maybe see Coach Dexter Francis.
Yes, well, Coach Dexter Francis of Strike Squad fame, representing Trinidad and Tobago, also Defense Force, Trintok as well. very solid defender in his time. He will be very proud of Gittings, you know, in terms of the quality that you see from Gittings, the composure. Dexter Francis, though, would have been a more bullish defender. Not one you'll want to go one-on-one with.
Charles. Slack from Siparia West in possession, allowing Arima North to come again. Mafan. Ayaz. Just not able to get the shot off.
Pando Singh trying to clear his lines, unable to do so.
Following up is Gomez.
Gomez putting forward on his buttocks.
Skill from Gomez. It's a low one, and it's pulled back, and it's off the upright, and
it's deflected in. So Arima North did get the go-ahead goal. It seems to be Hassing. No, in fact, it's Seals, Devin Seals, who claims this one. So Arima North, they lead 1-0. They came pressing and pressing. Look at it again. It was some good work by the overlapping Gomez. The shot off the crossbar, trying to clear. They had bounced off of the defender, Devin Seals, and onto Devin Seals and into the back of the net. So just like that, Arima North, they lead 1-0.
Yeah, they were looking the more pressing to score, the Arima North team, and I think it's a well-deserved lead, you have to say.
Yeah, they definitely was applying a lots of pressure, and here they're coming again, but that ball just going out of play. It's
yeah,
going
the
to be
initial
a
shot came from Ashing off the upright, and then just bundled over the line. But Arima North will take it anyhow they come at this stage, leading by 1-0. Now 24 minutes gone here at the Manny Ramjohn Stadium in southern Trinidad. Weather is nice. It's a hot day.
It's a sunny day. Yeah, a change from the weather we've been having for the past 2 weeks. It's a good change. The conditions, the Manny Ramjohn Stadium, the pitch looks a prettier. And after all the queries about the conditions of the grounds going into this game, it really was good that they got probably the best playing surface at present in Trinidad and Tobago in terms of footballing playing surfaces, and I expect good action. Thus far they've not disappointed. Siparia West, though, they come into this one needing to get a victory, so they'll know that they'll have to find 1 goal back first and then look to get the lead in this one if their premiership hopes and dreams are gonna stay alive at least this season.
Yeah, we feel like they need a boost from somewhere, the Siparia West team. One of the experienced, Kamali Peters, even Vespri. Just need to get on the ball. Just try to apply some pressure on the Arima North defense.
Thomas, Gomez has started to overlap now. Ball into the area.
Cool as a cucumber there, Isaiah Gittins.
He finds Vespri with a beautiful ball. Vespri.
Chance for Vespri to run here.
He treads that ball through. Shot from distance. Oh, just wide. Yeah, it seems to be Maskell. Or is it Peters? It was a beautiful ball through.
It might be Maskell.
Yeah, Maskell there with the shot.
He had two coming in. He had Drayton, and Ford was making that overlapping run.
Just needed to lift his head and roll that ball across. In the end, it just flashed wide. So Arima North, they'll preserve their lead. Now, without ball boys here, you can imagine lay down in the game. If a team is playing for time, all they have to do is kick the ball into the stands, and to retrieve, it's going to be a very difficult task.
Yeah, certainly.
But it's Arima North on the ball. Remember, you're watching the Tiger Town Secondary Schools Football League right here on Tiger Sport International. Remember to like, subscribe, and share for all your Secondary Schools Football League action. You could find us on YouTube.
Nice take by Drayton. Wider here now for Maskell, but
ball cleared upfield. Thomas skips past one challenge. Thomas into the area.
checks back on the inside. Charge down.
So Arima North here really tightening the screws. But just a mistake there by Jurity, but he's able to clear and goes back to his keeper. Diaz punted upfield. Mafan was shot from distance. Just flashing wide. So Mafan there looking to attack, looking to apply some pressure here.
Yeah, Arima North really playing on the front foot, starting to turn the screws on Siparia West.
Yeah, Siparia West will have to find their way quickly. They've not found their legs.
28 minutes gone, and there we see the goal. The shot came from Ashing, crashed off the upright and bundled over by Devin Seals. So that was 1-0, and that's the way it stayed up until this time. 28 minutes, approaching 29 minutes in this game. Arima North looking to double their lead. Mark Thomas.
Yeah, it's gonna be some pressure here. They're definitely down this right hand side. The overload is really telling this battle between Thomas and Ford. Thomas getting the better of Ford on a number of occasions, and now the overlapping wing back is also adding to his pressure.
Yeah, Gomez. Ayers. Shot takes a deflection.
Thomas with the ball across. Behind everyone, Maskell.
All the way across. And cutting it out there was Jones. So Arima North here looking to really get another goal and try and really certify their position in this game.
Yeah, well, they're trying to book their place. There was a shot from Ayers. It came off the back of Mafan. And then Thomas with the ball across the face of the goal. Of course, the technical staff for Arima North, led by Wayne Shepherd, that he's the technical director. The coach, Lyndon Chubby Andrews, former national player, he's not here today. And also Lyndon Edmonds, that's the assistant coach. Of course, the manager, Lasana Libert, he's the manager of this Arima North team. They've done a very good job, of really, should we say, resuscitating the Arima North team into football, and to once again become a force to be reckoned with in the zone.
So Joseph with this free kick here for Arima North. Cut off by Maskell. And that's Peters. And
just then cleared away there by Barrow. But Arima North able to gain possession. And then you see them able to get into their passing game. You're seeing the back line. So it's good coaching has gone into play here. They're able to play it across the back. Gomez. And this is a problem. Gomez picking up the ball with loads of room and time. Pando Singh. And just giving it away there was Pando Singh. Seals. Ball cleared just up in the air, and now Gittins able to bring it forward. Still Gittins.
Calmly brings it out from the back. Isaiah Gittins looking for some options. No one really showing for it.
Yeah, I think one thing that is assured that when Gittins is on the ball is that the coach, Dexter Francis, he'll feel calm. He'll be confident that there will be no chip giveaway, as there Gittins again just passing that ball out, allowing his team to settle. That's what he does when he gets on the ball. Ball played through, and again Gittins.
Yeah, I think it's exactly what is required from the Siparia West team. Somebody to just put down the ball and really man the play, really boss the play for them.
I think though what without, you'll need to get things in the midfield. I think that's why they would put Barrow a little further up to just add that muscle as well as composure, because they were the two most solid and stable players on this Siparia West team. Thus far, Barrow has not influenced the game as much as his coach would like. There we see him just doing some waving like a taxi driver.
Peters.
And the ball just running out of play, goes out of play, into touch. So it's going to be a throw-in here for the Arima North team as they lead 1-0.
33 minutes on the clock. Arima North, they still lead by 1-0. A goal that was scored by Devin Seals. Here they have a throw-in.
They go back there. Arima North, a very composed team. Durity, the captain who's on the ball at the back, has really added that composure there. As we see Gomez look to bring this one forward.
Yeah, Durity has added some stability at the back for Arima North. We've seen him in midfield, Gordon. And this is a good move, I'd have to think, so far by Coach Andrews.
Yeah. Coach Andrews or Shepherd, which one is in charge? Whoever is in charge today. Yeah, it was a good decision to bring him back to the back line. I definitely, when I saw him there, I was a bit shocked because I know he plays a lot further up the field.
A decent looking ball. Thomas again has the beating of Ford. And this time he just slows it down and brings Ayers in. And Ayers is going to have a shot from distance. A bit awkward for the Guns. Gordon, how difficult it is to make that transition from midfield into defense like Durity is doing?
Yeah, well, if you're a naturally attacking player, it takes a bit of doing. You know, it's easier to do what Barrow is, as Barrow plays the ball forward. It's easier to do what Barrow doing, coming from the back to forward. You know, and that's something that you'll find that a lot of good defenders normally become good defensive midfielders, etc. But to go from being on an attacking player and then going to the back, you know, you have to taper your tendency to want to play the ball, to want to be often on the ball, you know. So it's a challenge, but definitely you're seeing that Jyoti is showing his coach to be a genius. Yeah, Jadon Jyoti showing his coach to be a genius with that decision because he's gone to the back and he's been very composed. He's also added, as we see, Coach Wayne Shepherd there on screen, just giving some close instructions. Hands on his waist, hands akimbo, as they say. It's going to be a Siparia West throwing.
Yeah, well, so far so good. It's worked for Arima North, and they would want it to stay like that till the end.
Well, they're one win away from sealing their place in next year's Premiership. That will be the first goal. The other goal will be, of course, looking to become national champions at the championship division. But, of course, that's secondary matters. Shot from, it's going to be a corner. A shot there from Gomez. As a deflection there. It goes out for corner.
But we've seen a lot of attacks. In fact, most of the attacks from the Arima North team from the right hand side are not much going down the other side for them.
Yeah, what I see what they're seeing though, I think Coach Dexter Francis, he needs to get someone to come out. What is happening is that Roshon Ford is left naked on this side, and that's because Vespri, you see, he's gone across to the other side now, and even when he was on this side, he's more so an attacking-minded player that he wasn't providing necessary support. So you'd have seen the goal coming from the overlapping Gomez, getting a wrong after Thomas was already tormenting Ford. Then to have the overlapping Gomez, and he slapped the ball across, and a shot by Asing came off the upright, and Johnny on the spot was not Johnny, but Devon was on the spot, and he was able to put the ball into the back of the net to give Arima the 1-0 lead. It's not going to be Mafa now with the left boot. And he just curls it out. So it's going to be a goal kick here for Siparia West. So Siparia West.
Yeah, well, Siparia West would need to find some answers. And they would need them quickly because 37 minutes gone, not much remaining in the first half. And for them and Coach Dexter Francis, he would ideally want a goal back before the half.
Yeah, he'll definitely want to get back a goal. You want to go in at the halftime on even keels. You'd have seen Arima North, so you'll be able to make the adjustment. As you see coming across on this side here, it seems like Charles has come to help the overload, but it's Jyoti doing what he does best, those raking passes.
Jones is coming to Ashing. Ashing with a, wouldn't call it a shot really, bit of a misplaced pass from Jamal Ashing.
They definitely would be wanting to hit the target. Arima North here, they've looked comfortable. This 1-goal lead, only 1 goal, but they've fashioned a number of opportunities. They'll think that Thomas should have had the ball in the back of the net on more than one occasion. So they'll be a comfortable 1-goal to nil leaders here as Pando Singh, Emmanuel Pando Singh, about to take this.
Goal kick. It's a good one from Pando Singh, aimed at the pint size. Or that, was it Vespri?
Yeah,
It's Vespri.
ball punted upfield. And Thomas again with room and time. Putting on the afterburners here as he blows past Charles. Charles able to recover.
It keeps happening time and time again. Arima North on the near side, and they keep getting caught out. The Siparia West team really need to probably double up on Thomas.
Yeah, they've definitely got to stop the bleeding down this side because they're being hurt from the attack coming down the right hand side. You know, early this year, Kadira was planning to forget teaching and come down to the south side. Just seeing such lovely scenes.
I think you're mixing me up with Gordon Pierre.
So the ball.
Ricardo Jones is heading it out. Yeah, referee Colley just signaling for Siparia West throw. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half, and whatever added on that we get from referee Colley.
I think here's an important phase of play for both teams. Arima North, they'll definitely not want to concede around this time. Neither will Siparia West. Siparia West, in fact, will be looking to get on the scorecard as they may have opportunity here. A bit of a heavy touch there by Lawrence. And Gomez.
Again, ball lifted over the top for Thomas. Pando Singh this time.
So Pando Singh able to come and put it into touch. So it's going to be a throw in here to the Arima North team. If you're just joining us, you're watching the Tiger Tank Secondary School Football League. It's the Big Five of the Championship Division. It's Arima North up against Siparia West. Remember, in the Big Five, St. Mary's, they've already punched their way back into the Premiership Division through being perfect thus far with 3 wins out of 3 games. Arima North, they lie second with 2 wins out of 2 games. They'll definitely want to get this victory. Ball just cleared inside there by Jyoti. And then it's Gittins.
Nice ball over the top, asking a lot of Drayton, who's not going to get at the end of that one, as Diaz is off his line. And Siparia West, it's a good chance really for them to try and get one back here.
A very heavy touch there by Vespri. You'd expect better from him. He needs to come to the party here today. This is what the big players do. On a time like this, they need to show up and show off. That ball cleared out. You can't afford to have that quality of Akel Vespri. And a game like today, with your team premiership chances at hand, you're not going to come and show up So he needs to get on the ball.
I think it's tailor-made for a star player like Akil Vespri. He's done a lot so far up to this point, but this is where it really matters. The business end of this, the Big Five division, and really a lot riding on the shoulders. It's quite straightforward for them. They need a win. They need a victory. And what a better time for Akil Vespri to come to the party for his team. They're going to have some defending to do before.
As Barrow there coming back. He's been so good, as a defender. He's been pushed up, to add some stability to his team's midfield, some spine in the midfield. And he's done that job excellently, but I don't think he's been as good in the midfield as he has been when partnering his skipper, Isaiah Gittins. But, in sport, especially in secondary school sport, you got to make do with what you have. Oh, and the ball is missed at the far post. So Thomas.
Mark Thomas has been tormenting Siparia West on this right-hand side. Relentless from Mark Thomas, which is good. Whenever he gets the opportunity, he's always looking to get on his bike and offer that width to the Arima North team.
Yeah, he's definitely put Siparia West under some pressure. They've been able to repel thus far. Vespri. It's a beautiful ball over Maskell, but it's just cleared out there by the skipper. Goes only as far as Ashashing.
Yeah, so far this proven to be a very pivotal move to send Jaden Durity back in defense, at the heart really of the Arima North defense. He's done excellent so far. Jaden Durity, the leader of this Arima North team, formed a nice partnership with Jeremy Joseph.
Ball played forward.
Drayton. Lawrence. We've not seen much of Lawrence, Jason Lawrence. We've done quite a few Siparia West games, and he's been influential in the attack for the Siparia West team, but today we've not seen a lot from him so far.
Yeah, he's definitely. I think a number of these players, they're not woken up to the occasion. They've not stood up and raised their hands to be counted. Expected a whole lot more from Jamali Peters. And that seems to be the halftime whistle. So at the half in this one, Arima North, they lead 1-0. A goal scored by Devon Seals as they lead Siparia West 1-0. We've got some of the highlights.
Yeah, so Mark Thomas, with the first opportunity, just flashed off the upright. That chance went a begging for Arima North. And here he was back for more, this time forcing a good save from the Gans. And then eventually cleared away by Siparia West. And this time Seals getting a ball into the area. Marfan with a snapshot. That went over.
He would have hoped that he should have done a whole lot better. But then it was Gomez. Ball flashing across. Off the upright. And trying to clear there was Lawrence. He did, Charles, in fact, he only put it onto Seals and it bounced into the goal. So in the end, Arima North, they lead 1-0 at the half. We're going to the break. When we come back, we'll have more right here on Tiger Sports International. Welcome back to the Manny Ramdrum Stadium here in South Trinidad, where Arima North, they're up against Siparia West. Arima North, they lead 1-0, and the second half is just about started. I'm going to play together with Kadir Mohammed. Kadir, an interesting first half. What do you expect in the second?
Yeah, certainly an interesting first half, Gordon P. I think Siparia West, after that halftime break, it could not have come at a more better time for them, as they would have that chance to regroup and really come out here a different team in this second half. And hopefully they can pull a goal back and make things interesting.
Well, they'll need to get one back and get back quickly, as we see the coach Wayne Shepherd just bringing that ball at the edge of the area, passing it to his player. So he not only passed the ball, but some instructions as well. As the wing back Gomez throws it in. Ball cleared upfield. Commanding header there by Skipper Jurity.
Yeah, I think the good thing for Siparia West, it has not gone too far for them. It's just one goal. So you feel like a spark of brilliance from anywhere, and they're back in it. But they're going to have to get on the ball first.
So Drayton finding Vespri. Vespri has not been himself this evening. He's conceded possession on a number of occasions.
I think he just has to show up here for this team. It's now or never for them. Everything is on the line for Siparia West.
That's a good play by the defender, just playing it there to Jones. Jones able to bring it forward.
Ricardo Jones.
He's got room and time. Slips that once to Seals.
Seals into the area. It's a ball played back, and the Gans able to bring it away. But this clearance is not the best. Siparia West just needs to get on the ball and find that inspiration from somewhere, Gordon Pierre.
Yeah, they definitely need to get on that ball. You see, there has been changes. You see, they've put in Devon Drayton out wider as they're trying to get things going on. Ball up in the air. And you see also the skipper, he's gone into the midfield area. Pando Singh, Vespri, heavy touch again, but he's able to maintain possession. Then he loses out there to Ayers.
Yeah, that's the sort of thing you want. You want the best from your star player. Akil Vespri and Jaden Durity breaks up that attack for Siparia West. So the captain, Jaden Durity, he's been solid at the back for the Arima North team. And Gordon Pierre, I know he would not like anything better than a solid, composed defender.
Yeah, it's also always a sight to behold. You know, a defensive player who could maintain possession, able to bring the ball forward, not afraid to take on the attackers. As we see a throw in here. Ball cleared upfield. Barrow.
So Barrow's gone into the defense now.
Yeah, so they switched the two players, trying to get that creativity and solid play in the midfield area.
Mitchell, he loses out to Ashing. And then Ashing loses out.
He badged Peters over, no call by the referee. Referee Collier has definitely allowed things to play here as Thomas in a foot race. Mark Thomas.
He has the beating there, but this time Ian Charles able to close down that cross as Mark Thomas again early on in the second half, again just starting where he left off in the first half. He comes attacking, ever attacking is Mark Thomas.
Yeah, he's definitely been a threat down that right hand side. You've seen some changes, not in the personnel but in the structure of the personnel. As you're seeing Charles, he's gone to the wing back position and they've pushed forward a little higher up as they've been tormented. But let's look at Mafan. It's
a ball into the area. It's headed off the line, really there by Mitchell. Jones.
Shot from distance and just dragging it wide.
And there you see again some valuable seconds being ticked off. And it's not advisable for the Siparia West team. They need all of the time.
Yeah, by now I think they should have enough supporters in the stands to at least get 4 ball boys to get out there. You know, 4 persons to retrieve the ball. You're seeing the parents have come, fans have come, their fellow schoolmates have come. So I think by now they should sort that problem out.
That's Pando Singh. Long ball upfield. Maskell. Maskell is willing, but he's just not able to get possession or really hold on to possession and to really affect the game.
And Jones here in an overlap, but he's up against Gittings. You'll be betting on Gittings to always win that battle. As they throw and they win a throw a little further up the field. Siparia West, they've looked a little bit more settled in the early part of the second half. Just about 5 minutes gone in the second half. Gittins. Ball, he tried to get Vespri going, but he was unable to get on to the end of it. Yes,
they have a
Vespri.
chance here now. Vespri, he's beating two, making a yard for himself, Vespri, but again, Durity sticking close to Akil Vespri. And then Thomas now with another bursting run. And he's going to get the call from referee Colley. So that outlet ball again for the Arima North team proving to be very, very crucial at this time.
It's been a very useful ball. It's applied pressure along the right-hand side, the left hand defensively for Siparia West. Although they've changed the personnel and they've put out there to try to do some covering work, Ian Charles, he has been also been getting the beating there by Mark Thomas. And there you saw Pando Singh just turning his back really on Thomas to stop that run. And it's going to be a free kick in a very interesting position. Mafan with that left boot, that intelligent left boot that he has, Darian Mafan. He's going to try the goal here.
Yeah,
goalkeeper, the guns will have to be up.
Yeah, it's suited really for the left foot of Mafan, but he's going to have to get it up and down. Darian Mafan, it takes quite a lot of skill to get it up and over.
I think he don't even have to go up and over. He could go wrong with the left boot there. Let's hope that the keeper position themselves well. If you're seeing him, he's directly behind the wall.
But there's also a lot of bodies in the area just in front of him, just a bit, throw him off a bit.
And that's when you don't push out your defense. You know, ball into the wall does the job though.
Ball stands tall. But Mafan able to hook it back in with the right boot, and he's going to get a corner here. Again, Darian Mafan. So applying the pressure. The Arima North team still lead by 1-0. A goal scored by Devin Seals, the number 11 for Arima North in the first half.
Yeah, they've been applying lots of pressure here. They've definitely answered the call. The Dial Dynamos, as they've been known, they seem to be singing here as they want to get into the Premiership. It'll be a return to the school that brought us the likes of Rati Goriana Hailey, Goriana Rati Hailey. I mixed up all the names in getting it out there. Also, Mickey Trotman. You know, we all remember the skill, the joy that they brought us at not only the school level, but at the international level. But it's going to be Mafan.
Mafan, ball into the area, and the Digans just palms it out. Another opportunity for Arima North again.
Well, Mafan from these set pieces have definitely looked dangerous in terms of the delivery. It's been good. It's been into the danger area. Let's look at this delivery.
This time, too much bend on it from Mafan. But it has to be said, Gordon, that Arima North, they've looked quite the part so far in this game. They've looked solid. They've looked composed in possession. And I think deserved one-goal leaders at this point.
Yes, most definitely. You're seeing the coaching job that has been done with this team. You're seeing that they've been well prepared coming out of the COVID. That's Drayton trying
to get Lawrence going. But here's Lawrence. He's getting opportunity. But again, Durity.
Yeah, he's been very solid at the back. Transitioning him from midfield to defense has been a stroke of genius by his coach. It's definitely worked out for him. It's going to be a throw. Guess who's going to throw it? Drayton.
Lawrence. Trying to get it into the area.
Oh, it slipped! It slipped through the hands of the normally dependable Diaz. What?
A blunder from Isaiah Diaz. But it's a good opportunity for Siparia West as they're going to get a corner here. I think it's the first one for them. in this game. Or it's the second one actually. Drayton took the first one and he's going to take the second one as well. Drayton, it's a nice looking ball. And eventually cleared away.
It caused some mayhem in the Arima North penalty area.
And it's a nice reverse ball. Thomas coming across his Barrow. And he's helped out by Gittins. And composed again, Gittins able to find Barrow. And Barrow, nice ball over the top for Drayton. But he loses out. Gomez. Thomas. Marfan. Trying to twist and turn. Trying to exchange passes with Gomez. And they're going to get another throw in here. So the Arima North just applying that pressure and really keeping hold of the football, which is so important at this stage.
Yeah, it's going to be all about game management. Here, as we see a throw going to be taken by Arima North.
Gomez, duty. Gomez again.
A bit of a heavy touch there by Barrow, but he was able to clean things up. And then it's just punted over. It's going to go out for a goal kick. And the Arima North team will be in no hurry to get this ball back.
"56 minutes gone here. Remember, this is the Tiger Tank Secondary Schools Football League, the Big Five in the championship division. This clash between Siparia West Secondary and Arima North Secondary. Arima lead by 1-0. Devin Seals, the man standing between the two teams, as a Barrow. And again, cleared away by the defense of Arima North.
Ball just going out of play, so it's going to be a throw in here for Siparia West. They'll be looking to find answers. They've not really threatened at any great degree. You know, this is a comfortable 1-0 lead, but in football, one of the most dangerous leads, because one goal and the game could spin on its head.
Fespri. Wider here for Drayton. Can Siparia West make use of this possession? No, they can't in the mean. But they're going to get another chance. No, it's picked off.
Doing all the hard work there was Peters. Maskell.
Mitchell. Coming across to Peters, but winning out is Arima North and Marfan. The ball over the top again. Mark Thomas. Outlet pass release, getting past Charles.
So Thomas again.
Peters. Misplaced by Drayton.
It's going to be a free kick here for Siparia West. As we approach 60 minutes gone in this one. If you're just joining us, you're watching the Secondary Schools Tiger Tanks Football League, the Big Five. Arima North, they lead 1-0 versus Siparia West. Remember to like, subscribe, and share the Tiger Tanks page for all your Secondary Schools Football Leagues.
Peters. Just picked off again. But God, you know I love to get a few coaching tips off for you on air. Had you been the coach of the Siparia West team, what would you have done differently in the second half? Obviously, 1 goal down.
Well, what I would definitely do, I would go to a back three, tucking. It will really be a three in attack and a 5 in defense. So I'll get right wing backs with three center backs in the middle, and so that we can get the attacking impetus when we are going forward. They're not going forward with enough numbers, and when they're on the other hand, when they are on the defense, the wingers of Arima North, they seem to just be getting down easily into attacking areas. The Mark Thomases and Devon Seals, so I want to definitely put a stop to them defensively. But on attack, I want to get them to do some defensive work. You already mismatched because of the height of Devon Drayton. Devon Drayton, although he's skillful, he's not been able to get on the ball enough to really, in places where he can really affect the game. So that would be one of my major changes. I love that he pushed Giddings into the center of the midfield, but the downside to that is that Giddings has not gotten on the ball enough. And you'll realize that what happened is that Barrow is the more mobile player in the midfield. So he does more work there than Gittins.
Ashing with a shot from distance.
So although Gittins, when he's playing at the back, he seems to be the best player in the park, bar none. But when he goes into the midfield, he's just not putting in the energy to get on the ball. It's a problem. I had a defender similar to him. He was very good at the stopper position. But when you put him in the midfield, because it's a different position, he just seems to lose in terms of his spatial awareness. And that's what is happening with Gittings here. So he's not getting on the ball as often as you would want him to. So it's what has happened. You're seeing a lot of ball. Barrow's playing a lot of balls from the back. And finally, you see Gittings on the ball.
Losing out a heavy touch.
Yeah, but he's not been able. Let's look at who's going to get the card here.
So Gittins,
because of the heavy touch.
Book.
Yeah, he's not as good as a defensive midfielder or a midfielder as Barrow. So I think they need to switch back. Barrow's the more, should I say, more active player, and he's more spatially aware from that position. Barrow is an out-and-out stopper. I think when he plays at the stopper position, or the centre-back position as they are called now, he's the best player on the pitch. But in that midfield position, he just seemed to be lost. And as I was explaining that, he just proved it to be with the heavy touch and then the foul after.
Yeah, but Jurity with this free kick now teed up for Gomez. But that plan not coming off for the Arima North at this time. But the shot eventually came from Jurity. And I remember you saying that Isaiah Kittens reminds you so much of yourself back in the day.
I see that with great apologies to the young man, because he's way better than me in terms of being on the ball. I was one who was able to read the game probably even better than him, but my strength was not that good touch that he has. I would win the ball and pass the ball 50 yards, pass the ball 5 yards, and then get back in my position. I was brutal though at the back.
Think you don't have to say that one twice. Gordon Pierre.
Yeah, but he's definitely quality. He's really great quality as a stopper though, because he's gone to the midfield and he's definitely lost his stinger, his input, and you're seeing that naturally he's now getting back into the natural position. That's when you would have played one position basically for the entire of your playing career, and for you to just be thrown into a different position, it's tough.
Yeah, but Arima North winning a free kick here. 63 minutes gone. Arima North still lead by 1-0. Mafan standing over this one. He has 3 blue shirts to aim for in the area. Let's take a look at this delivery. He's an attempted shot really, but not troubling the goalkeeper at the guns. But it has to be now or never for Siparia West, as time is beginning to wind down. 63 minutes gone, just over 27 minutes remaining. And they need that boost, some sort of spark from somewhere, anyone in our orange shirt for this team. Yeah,
you want to find some way to fashion a response. You want to definitely hope that it's now. Pando Singh. So Pando Singh cleared up field.
Seals trying to hook it into Ashing. Mafan is giving chase. He's not going to get there because the ever reliable Gittins is able to win a throw-in for Siparia West. But you feel like at this stage now, Gordon Pierre, Akil Vespri, he needs to provide some sort of spark.
Yeah, they need something, some inspiration from somewhere. Someone has to show up. Someone has to decide that, hey, it's my time. This is the time when you see the big players show up. Ball headed forward. Vespri, he immediately gets on the ball.
Trying to get Lawrence going. Jason Lawrence. Gonna have to keep it in play first. He's playing it off of Jones. So he's getting a throw in here. Lawrence, he's gonna leave it for Mitchell.
So a substitution about to be made. Not quite sure who's coming on. Probably it's just some changes to the equipment. And it's going to be a throw in here. Mitchell
Ashing.
seals the goal scorer. And across is Gittins. Good ball forward. Is he onside? No flag from the referee assistant. So now what you're seeing happening is that the most dependable pair in the back line has now come up. And in fact, it seems like the coach is listening to my instruction or commentary, because they've gone into a back three. Pando Singh, Barrow, and Gittins. But that ball just given away.
But when you go to a back three, Gordon, is that something that needs to be practiced over a period of time to really master that? Or is it something that you can transition into?
It's a lot of, it's something that you need to practice, but you can get it, especially when you, these three players just unlooking, I don't know them. I've just seen them for the season for the first time, but just looking, they have experienced players. So I think they can be able to adjust. That's Gittins, Barrow, and Pando Singh. I think they can adjust, and that ball is played through, but he is able to capture it. So you're seeing that switch has already, you're seeing that there's a bit more pressure being applied to the Arima North team.
So would that change? Would that provide two men up front now for the Siparia West team? Would that aid in their attack?
Yeah, it will definitely aid in the attack. They'll have to be careful though of that man, Mark Taylor, Mark Thomas, wider. But you're seeing that all the second balls, you'll be able to get it there, because that way you want to get your numbers, and then you'll have the one-on-one battles. And of course, your composed skipper to win out. So
Lawrence is coming back and doing some good defensive work and winning a free kick for Siparia West team. So immediately, Gordon, we see in that slight change.
Yeah, that's what the change in tactics does. But
just as I told you, we just like to get that bit of coaching from you.
But just as you were alluding to, though, sometimes you need to practice these new formations, because one mistake is all it takes. But the formation definitely helps in you keeping the ball and keeping the pressure on it. You're seeing there more pressure being applied here.
Peters from this near side now, coming across.
Good defensive tackle there.
Jeremy Joseph. But able to get in more advanced positions now, Siparia West, which is what they need. They really need to get possession of the ball in the telling areas in that final third. So Mitchell.
It's Mitchell who's going to take this one.
Jones and Vespri.
Just getting tangled up there. In fact, that's not Vespri, but he's walking away, and you're seeing Ricardo Jones, just seem to be a bit shaken up. He's talking with the experienced AR1 London. They're on the far side. He's just probably saying, why didn't you wave your flag a bit earlier? But it's the captain across, Dirty. So Siparia West just enjoying a better period of play here.
You really need to make it count. It's Siparia West, but opportunity here for Arima North. But Barrow again able to stuff out that. So Mark Thomas now has come over to this near side. Switching sides.
it's you're trying to the coach. It's good coaching. You know, these two teams here have shown good coaching. You know, that switch is just they would have realized that with the switch there's a bit more cover on the far right hand side, so they want him to come across onto this side to just get going.
But there's a little bit more acreage to move into, and
that's his. What he deals with, he's a speed merchant. He buys and sells by speed. He likes a push pass. But it's going to be a corner for Arima North, as just about 70 minutes have passed in this one. Two substitutes about to be made, and coming on there, that's Duncan in the number 7 for Siparia. It is hand banded. So Duncan comes in
for Lawrence. Jason Lawrence goes off, and Vespri, the other one to make way.
Yeah, he's definitely not made an impact here. So it's Lawrence, Emmanuel Duncan coming in. Ball across, and also the number. So it's going to be another corner on the other side. Jogging across is Mafan to take this one. We'll confirm the other substitute in a while for you, but we know that Duncan is one of the men who has made his way on the pitch. He's taking the place of Lawrence.
As I'm looking at the Siparia West team, a notable absence for this team, Brandon Ramgarib, who also provides some width. And the other one is the number 12. That's Borneo.
So Dimitri Borneo makes his entrance. Ball floated into the area. Just pushed over there by goalkeeper. As goalkeeper the Gans. So the third corner in a row. Pressure being applied here. Mafan is going to take it again. Darren Mafan. He's going to be taking this with the left boot. It's going to be curling in. Floated into the area. Headed down.
Ashing got his head to it, but again, it's going to be another corner for Arima North. So 3 in a row.
So that's 4. This is 4.
4 in a row, actually.
So it's continuous pressure, unable to clear the lines here. The Siparia West team. Ball floated across.
Oh, and that man on that far post just not able to get that final touch.
It was a telling corner.
Good flight to delivery. And it was the number 24 coming in there.
Yeah, he would have been a super sub there, Malachi Noriega. So Malachi Noriega with the opportunity. So with 73 minutes gone, Arima North, they lead this 1 goal to nil. If the scores remain as is, they would have punched their ticket into the Premiership. Siparia would have to remain another year. There's a foul, and it's going to be a free kick to the Arima North team. They have been applying some pressure here. Skipper Jurity, he can hit them. Standing with his hands on his hip, a la Cristiano. Jurity, the Gans comes, claims, and then he just lies down on it, giving his teammates a bit of a hard bubble. Ball banged upfield.
Half cleared by Joseph, picked up by Drayton. And again, Arima not able to pick it up and come forward. Ashing. Picked off by Peters.
And he just gives it away. It was really a nothing pass. Ball played forward. Duncan, he can be quite dangerous in these situations. Plays the ball through. It's a beautiful ball through. Into the area. But he will only get a corner there. Maskell would think he should have done a whole lot better.
Yeah, Israel Maskell in an advanced area. Should have done a lot better there, Israel Maskell. But able to win a corner. Picked off by Duncan, releasing Maskell. Maskell was in an advanced area and then just won a corner for his team. So it's going to be Drayton. Donovan Drayton. We're hoping for a telling cross there from the young man.
Just about 15 minutes plus whatever added on time would be given by the referee.
Into the area and another corner for Siparia West. So a chance for them now to apply some pressure of their own. And really try to get one of those big guys to head home. We see Pando Singh coming up from the back. He provides an aerial threat.
It's into the area. Headed on. Oh, he had the goal at his mercy there. It will seem to be Pando Singh, just as you call him. Emmanuel Pando Singh. It was a beautiful floated ball by. And he was open at the far post. And he just headed wide.
Yeah, I think it just skimmed off his head. No real power behind it. Emmanuel Pando Singh. And those are the opportunities that they really want to put away. Yeah, the Siparia West team.
Well, they've gotten, it's been a premium. The opportunities, they've been far and few for them. So they definitely want to put away opportunities such as that. But it's Diaz.
Long kick from Diaz. Headed up by Pando Singh. Noriega. Thomas. Referee Colley spotting bit of an infringement there. So Siparia West able to get a free kick. 76 coming up to 77 minutes on the clock. And the Arima North still holding on to this slender 1-goal lead. Goal scored by Devin Seals in the first half. Drayton. Good skill, but just crowded out by blue shirts. Ashing. Joseph. And trying to hustle him there was Maskell.
So Arima not quite prepared just to let the ticks go off the clock. Siparia West, their season in terms of getting promotion to the Premiership on the line. They shall already be crowned the champions of the South Zone in the Championship Division, but they definitely want to add a promotion to that. It's a beautiful ball through, but a good strong challenge by Pando Singh. No call by the referee.
And meanwhile, Ayaz is still down. Mafan. Thomas. Ashing.
Ball just allowed to roll out a play.
So Pando Singh with the clearance picks out Drayton. Mitchell. Drayton again. But Jones able to pick it up, and then he just leaves it behind, allowing Drayton to pick up the pieces. And again, cleared away by the Arima North defense. Barrow. Kittens.
Always composed Gittins. I think he's trying to do a bit too much, but the referee just bailing him out there with a call. So it's going to be a free kick there for the Siparia West team as they try to press for this equalizer. Not much time left in this one, just about 10 minutes plus whatever added on time would be played by the referee.
So no Vesper in these final stages for Siparia West. He's been substituted. So it's going to have to come from someone else.
Yeah, they'll have to get the magic from someone else, as they, with their whole season on the line here.
Yeah, this is the promotion really hinging on just about 10 minutes. Really need to get a victory, need to get 2 goals from somewhere, but Arima North doing well to hold off the Siparia West team so far. Can they keep it that way until the final whistle? Time will tell, but they've been quite composed in possession, Gordon, and as I say that, they immediately give it away. Drayton. And then Duncan.
Unable to get on the end of that one. A nice raking pass.
Fatima.
So they're coming. Gittins.
Loses out to Ashing, and then the
referee calling for the foul. It wasn't an infringement there. Remember, in fact, it was not Gittins, it was Barrow. Lucky not to get away without a card there. But it's going to be a free kick for Arima North in a very interesting position. From this distance, a right footer will love to get this shot on.
So free kick in an advanced area for Arima North. Standing over it is none other than the skipper, Jaden Durity. I think no second thoughts here. He's definitely going to have a hit at goal. He's teeing it up for Gomez. Just curling pass.
Yeah.
The upright there.
Gomez shot just flashing wide as we see the national under 17 footballers. They're just getting ready for their training session here at the Maniram John Stadium, coached by, of course, the experienced Sean Cooper, as they prepare for CONCACAF tournaments in February.
Ayers.
Gittins. Oh, he's just giving that ball away. It falls to Mafan. Mafan with a shot. Well handled there by the Gans. So Gittins, with one of his few mistakes, almost proven to be costly. But the Gans, he's been a good change in the goal for Siparia West. He's definitely had a lot of pump and resilience.
Yeah, he's been impressive. The Gans. Not his usual position, mind you, so he's
multi-talented. You know, it's good to have the genuine utility player on your team. So referee Collier just not satisfied with where that kick was taken from. So he floats this one in.
Drayton.
Ball across the area.
Early ball from Drayton, headed up by Durity. Picked up by Ashing.
And they try to get him going here. But across is Panda Singh. Oh, strong challenge. Really foolish there by Malikai Noriega. He's coming on a substitute. Just a bit of exuberance. Lots of energy. You know, when you just come off the bench, you want to prove something. You want to be the game winner.
So for Arima North here, Gordon, with just about 7 minutes and whatever extra time you get from referee Colley, how do you approach these remaining moments or these remaining minutes to really close out this game?
Well, the equation is simple. Ball management. One word. Well, 2 words really. Ball, game management. You just need to get on the ball and just knock it around.
Mafan with a shot from distance.
That shot was not even necessary. What you want to do is just maintain possession of the ball. You want to maintain the possession of the ball in areas that are not threatening to your goal especially. You don't mind every now and again after building the ball, but you want to kill off the momentum of the Siparia West team. And with no ball boys here, you can make them pay. With the ball, keeping the ball out of play for as long as possible. So you kick it as high and as wide. That's an old school tactic. Yeah. But here it's just about game management. They just need to manage the rest of this game.
Some substitutions. As we see a player down, that looks to be Gittins for Siparia West.
And they're taking their cool time. I think they should be wary of taking their cool time, because time is against them. Time is the enemy in this one. So they should be moving much more quickly to get back on the field. You see the coach there, Dexter Francis, giving out instructions here. He wants to get his team back. They got to get 2 goals in just about 5 minutes plus whatever added on time for their season to be a successful one for them, Siparia West, for them to book their place in the Premiership. If the result stays as is, Arima North would have punched their way back into the Premiership in the Secondary Schools Football League. What an achievement it would have been, and what a ride. Of course, spurred by the return to Arima North of Lasana Libert, a former student of that school, and he brought with him Wayne Shepard, together with the captain, the former national captain and player, Lyndon Chubby Andrews. That technical staff doing a very good job here, as they were able to just push Arima North all the way. So the team's not quite sure if it was an official water break, but they're finally returning to play. We've seen, though, in the World Cup some double digits added on time, so not sure how much more time would be added on by the referee, Mr. Cohen Collier.
But taking into consideration Siparia West and the challenges that they would have faced coming into this season, I think it's really good on their behalf to, able to reach this far with challenges with grounds and so on and so forth. But credit to Coach Francis and his team for really pulling through and still able to do a good job with this team.
Yeah, he's done an excellent job. Credit to Coach Dexter Francis. He's been have to play the role of a bit of a coach and manager at the same time. It's pretty difficult. And when you're not a member of staff at a school, as Arima, the ball just ushered out, it's going to be a corner. So when you're not a member of staff of the school and you're not actively there, it's difficult for you to play that role of the do-it-all, the chief cook and bottle washer. I think schools have to understand that the time has long gone for that, and where it's not about the one man and his dog anymore. It's about a team, having a management team in terms of a coach, a physio, a manager, all the support things that go into it. But here, let's look at this delivery. Ball floated at the back post, headed down.
Ayers is there. He's playing it off referee Colley. Referee just allowing play to go on. Shot is coming from Gomez. Just over from Gomez.
So just flashing wide. So it's a number of things that, that would need. Siparia West, though, they have not been embarrassed. They'll need to go back to the drawing board and come again next season. They've got a lot of things to build on, because we saw Vespi playing at the under-16 division, so most likely he's going to have another year in secondary schools football. And you saw young Drayton as well. So there's a lot of positive, but they definitely need to build on it. For Arima North, though, it would be a high for them getting back into the Premiership, and they want to repeat what Fatima has done. Fatima came from being demoted. Their first season back, they went all the way in the intercall and in the finals of the league. So they want that kind of progression. 2 different programs, of course, but that would be the aim. You'll be motivated when you see a team go down and on their first return to the Premiership, able to capture the prestigious Coca-Cola Intercol Crown, and then the Tiger Tanks Secondary Schools Football League finishing runner-up there.
Yeah.
But it's Arima North looking to add the cherry. I think putting on showtime. Yeah, you're seeing the spanners, the flicks, the tricks. They're coming out. Normally you'll get the shout from the coach. You have to manage the game.
Get it down in the corner.
Yeah, they'll
Where Assing is carrying it right now.
Yeah, they'll just want to just manage. As you see, they just leave the ball. There's nobody who wants to take that through now. It seems to be going. Mesdo who's going to come and take that through in. So he throws it. And Gomez goes all the way back to his skipper. Jurity laying that ball across. Oh! He was all alone. But coming now and claiming his goalkeeper, Digans.
And Digans is down.
Yeah, Digans has gone down as well as Barrow. He'll want to get back up as quickly as possible. Look at it again.
Yeah, Digans came.
Yeah. Just clashing with Barrow there.
Sylvan Barrow.
But he came bravely. And that ball, he's just able to claim it. The physio is on the pitch. But not much more time left there in this one.
Yeah, we're into the final minute of regular time. We're into 91. Now just wait to see how much added on from referee Colley as Digans is back up. Really the final roll of the dice for Siparia West. It's really now or never for them. But for Arima North, a chance to get back to the top, to the pinnacle really of secondary schools football, the Premiership Division.
And don't forget, with this result, they'll go tie on points with St. Mary's. So they'll be still up for grabs the championship crown in the Big Five. And they're still to play St. Mary's as well. So that's going to be a clash, a deciding clash. And here how mouth-watering it is. The coach of St. Mary, Mr. Michael Grayson, once coached the Arima Dials. That's Arima. And also, Lieutenant Libert, he went to both Arima North and St. Mary's College. So that is going to be a tricky, there's going to be a lot of stories in that one when they meet to decide the championship Big Five crown.
Yeah, a lot of stories within the story.
Yeah.
Arima North versus St. Mary's College. What a mouth-watering challenge. But Arima North looking to close it out here now with Assing.
Yeah, and you're seeing Assing putting on the skills and tricks. He's definitely looking to play it out. Can Siparia West play spoiler here?
Duncan is not going to catch up to this one.
Just running out of real estate. So not much time left. Thomas
with a final burst to get really the icing on the cake, but it's not going to happen there.
And Digans just rolls it short to Barrow. Barrow bangs it upfield. Maskell.
Assing again, this time on a shot from distance. Charles. He loses out. Noriega. And again, some valuable seconds just ticks off. 93 minutes played. Referee just having a look at his watch. Durity led this team well. Jaden Durity.
Yeah, he's led from the front even though he was at the back. As Arima North here just looking to close things off. It's all about game management here now.
Mark Thomas looking to add the icing on the cake. So ball wider here now for Noriega.
And that's the final whistle. So at the final whistle, Arima North, they punch, they return to the Premiership Division here. They've gone to 9 points, so they definitely will be promoted. They join St. Mary's College at the top of the tree. Siparia West, they've been Doncaster 1-0 defeat here, and they'll definitely not be joining the Premiership Kadir, an interesting game today.
Yeah, certainly an interesting game, but I think Arima North really deserved winners in the end, coming away with a slender 1-goal win. And this was Mark Thomas, some highlights from the first half. He had the first shot that just flashed wide, and he was a real torment for the Siparia West team. Here he was again forcing a save from goalkeeper Digans. And he was really the outlet pass for the Dial Dynamos, the team in blue. And this was another raid from Arima North. Marfan.
He definitely would think he should have done better there, flashing that one wide. But then it was more pressure down this right-hand side. Gomez with the ball across. Marfan teeing it up, and it banged off the upright. And then Johnny on the spot, or should I say Devon on the spot, was Devon Seals, and he put it in the back of the... It was 1-0 there to Arima North. In the second half, Arima, they came in waves.
Yeah, Noriega with the chance to get his foot on that one, but it wasn't to be. As Siparia West with a corner of their own. Drayton, a well-flighted delivery. Pando Singh got up, but I just skimmed off his head, and that was really all about it for the Siparia West team. But credit to them for reaching this far with the circumstances that they would have faced. But again, credit to Arima North, and congratulations to them for regaining promotion back into the Premiership of the Secondary Schools Football League.
Well, from all of us here, we want to thank you, the whole production team, for viewing. And remember to continue to watch the Tiger Sports International for all your secondary schools league information. From all of us here, good night and good luck.